Risen from the ashes to school the masses. Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of the Scholars of Wrestling Show. I am the man behind the mic, Scholar Jeff, and to my left is the returning Scholar Tarek.
Yes, I am back from Florida, the land of flowers, discovered by Ponce de Leon, searching for the fountain of youth.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
And to my other left...
No, I'm not.
No, you're not. To my other left. The other left man. Scholar Brian, how's it going?
The band is back together. Hi.
After vacation, some video gaming and sickness and weather and whatnot, the scholars have reunited once again.
And
Yay!
I am mostly alive.
And
Yay.
Kinda.
yeah, I heard your show last week. You were sounding like you were dying.
I kind of felt like I was dying. Did it really come through that much? Yeah.
Okay, I exaggerated.
Well, yeah, you were
It
in the
had
room
moments.
with me.
I exaggerated. You did sound sick. Dying? No.
Except
when you were coughing.
It was
I've
fine
been
at the
better.
beginning. It was fine at the beginning, but as things do, when you talk as much as we did when you were sick, yes, it's gonna come through in the final stages.
Your throat will come back and just start continuously hit you. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't feel so good. What are you doing? Stop it! Stop talking! You're getting worse.
Yeah.
That was your throat right there.
Yeah, hopefully I can make it through this particular show without coughing up a lung. Okay, I'm good for now. Anyway, we got a lot to talk about because it's been a really surprisingly eventful week this past week.
You wouldn't think that this week would be an eventful week, but oh boy howdy.
Yeah, so let's get right back into it with the way we always love to start off these shows, with a little bit of backstage news.
What better way to begin Scholars of Wrestling than peeking behind the curtain and checking in on a little
backstage news. Yay.
Okay, back to form. All right, I like it.
Not a bad go, I will say, Brian. You did a pretty good job.
Compared to last week.
Yeah. One guy's alive, the other one's coughing up a lung.
For your first attempt at it, I will golf clap you.
I tried.
I will golf clap.
All right.
We've got to work on it.
Hopefully we won't have to work it for a while, since hopefully we'll all stay in the mix for a good long while. But you know who's not going to stay in the mix? Hogan.
Oh, Hulkamania.
All because he
Hulk.
dropped the N-word 8 years ago in what was it, a sex tape recording?
And more, about a day afterwards, tapes also leaked about him making fun of gay people.
Oh dear.
So add those two together, and Hulk Hogan doesn't have much, if any, of a career anymore.
You know what? Really looking into this and seeing the time frame when this interview happened, Hulk Hogan wasn't really in a great position to begin with. He recently divorced his wife. His son got arrested. And was involved in a car accident. It wasn't a very good time for him. So I see it as vent up frustration, him not thinking clearly and just saying the stupid things. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Hulk Hogan. I am disappointed for all that stuff.
Spoken like a true parent.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not wrong. I'm just saying.
I'm not mad. I still have Hulkamania living in my heart, and I still want him to sign my copy of Mr. Nanny. Yes, that is a real thing. I've said it plenty of times on this show. And really, once he fixed, if he does some kind of community thing and basically fix everything, give it a few years, I think he'll redeem himself.
All right.
Because
I only have one question.
Do you really think that Hulk Hogan, at least today, would be that kind of a bad person?
No.
Who knows?
Here's my one and only question as it pertains to this. I already have my thoughts, but I want to get you guys' thoughts. With everything that's happened in the aftermath of this whole thing, does the punishment, in your opinion, fit the crime?
I don't believe that they should Chris Benoit the guy.
I just think that they should. I agree with that. They should not have Chris Benoit blacklisted him.
Take him off the website. Take him off the alumni section, sure, but don't do the whole we're not gonna have his matches on the network anymore, and we're not gonna have his matches anywhere. It's
I wouldn't even go that far.
Put him in the alumni section.
Keep him in the alumni section. Keep his Hall of Fame intact. Keep him going. Keep his footage going. Just distance yourself from him for a while until he cleans up his act. Because this is something that he said a few racial things. Yeah.
Here's the deal on this. Okay, celebrities. Once again, this goes back to your entire life is put on display. You cannot say your true inner thoughts to anybody without the possibility of them being leaked to the internet, to tabloids, to any of that. Anything you say and do can and will be held against you.
Your past will come back to haunt you.
It's like the justice system. Anything you say and do can be used to haunt you. And yeah, it's 8 years ago that this happened, but he should have expected that this could happen somewhere down the road. So who knows what he's truly like behind the scenes? Who really knows out of anybody in the tabloid scene, anybody that's like us? And who really knows what his true thoughts are? But he spoke out in anger, I guess, because it's around the time that all this shit was going down in his life. He spoke out in anger a couple times about black people and gay people, and it just so happened that this person picked now to leak it to the press, and yeah, it sucks, but you should have known it was going to happen.
But I wouldn't blacklist him.
Does the punishment fit the crime?
Absolutely not.
No,
absolutely
it doesn't.
not.
It doesn't. To go all out and Chris Benoit, the damn guy, Chris Benoit killed his family. This is not on that level at all.
Thank you.
This coming from a company where the chairman, character-wise, but still, on shows, he's used the N-word.
Yep.
I know.
In front of Booker T.
People exactly pointed that out the second it came out.
Yeah,
exactly.
So completely blacklist him is stupid. It is a stupid choice for the company. I know they're trying to protect their image, but that's just going one step too far for my liking. Let him clean up this. Let him fix this and bring him back, because he's still Hulk Hogan. He's still, from what I've heard, like from black wrestlers to Mark Henry, they were shocked that Hulk Hogan said this. They were offended, but most of them are staying behind him.
Yeah, I mean, like, of course, the black guys in the company, and probably Darren Young, too, because you get both of them going through him. Of course, they're gonna be offended, okay? But it's like, you worked with the guy.
You work with the guy. You get to know him. So I still believe, like I was saying, what Brian brought up. This was just him venting in anger in a crappy situation that he was in, and he just took up all his frustration and let it all out to some stuff he just did not really mean. He went into a rage mode and was just like, "Whoa, what just happened?" Pretty much.
Were they crappy things to say? Of course they were.
That's why I said I'm not mad at him. I'm disappointed that he went through with all that, but Hulkamania still lives right here, right in my heart.
It's still running wild.
It's still running wild for me. And yeah,
and you get the fanboys on Twitter and the boards going like, "Oh, we're all so pissed off at Hulk Hogan. Come back in a month, then we'll see how you're really feeling."
Really, it's still Hogan. No matter what he did,
I still give a couple of years, maybe give a couple of years for him to fix this. Do like charities and all that. Fix your image and come back. Because really, he could still do promotional stuff. I mean, it's Hulk Hogan.
It's not on Hulk Hogan right now for any of that. Okay, because he'll probably want to come back. It's if the WWE will get their heads out of their asses and let him back.
Mm-hmm.
Because honestly, they're Chris Benoit the guy for saying these things. Okay, it would be different if they just put him in the alumni section and everything that had to do with him. Okay, they don't talk about him anymore. They take him off of Tough Enough. Fine, whatever. They fire the dude. fine, whatever. They'll bring him back in a couple of years and fine. But no, they are legit blacklisting the guy. So it's on the WWE at this point whether Hulk Hogan ever returns or goes on or does something else.
And final thought: people make mistakes. We are not perfect creatures. We do dumb stuff, and we deal with the consequences of our actions. I can see Hulk Hogan gonna do something to fix the consequences of his actions 8 years ago. Because you can come back from this. I think you can.
Yeah, this is... Sure, it's rotten, but in the long stretch of terms, again, he didn't pull a Benoit on anybody.
It all depends, really, on if any other instances of him using the racist terms or the gay bashing, okay? It all depends on whether this was one isolated incident or other stuff is going to come from separate corners from different people in the coming weeks. Okay, this is just one case for each. 2 separate cases, 1 case for each. If more comes out, then we have to think about this one.
Yeah, then we would have to change our thoughts on it. But I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna have to worry about that.
Right, it's not a real big concern of mine anyway.
We'll monitor the situation and
naturally
we'll amend our thoughts if things change.
And like I said, I still want him to sign my copy of Mr. Nanny and my World Heavyweight title.
Yeah, it's still Hulk Hogan.
It's still Hulk Hogan. Yeah,
it's gotta happen one day. But unfortunately, that was not the only departure we had this week, because we also had to say goodbye to Miss Layla, who just retired from WWE just recently, maybe a few days ago as of this recording.
You know,
honestly, this would have hit me harder if it happened like 2 years ago, when she was in her prime. Like she hasn't been on TV for like a year and a half, 2 years.
She's been on TV just as what I've been talking about with my problems with the Divas division, just being valets for celebrities. That's all Layla was for the past couple of years.
Yeah, and I'm
which
sure
probably
that's
explains the retirement.
Yeah, it's like, what am I even
doing?
doing?
The last thing she really did was play cool.
Make enough money to support yourself, being this valet of the celebrities, and then move on.
Now she could probably move on to like modeling and.
Because, oh boy, does she have the body for modeling.
Oh yeah,
oh boy,
she is still very beautiful.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I think she was even going back to discussing probably going back to the Heat as like a trainer or a choreographer.
She can do that. She can do that.
Absolutely.
Good for her. At least there is some, because really, what can they do with her in WWE?
Not anymore, especially now that all the NXT divas are being used on the mainstream shows now. I mean, we'll get into that later, but still, the female product right now is excellent on WWE. And, Layla just sort of slowly faded away into the background. Sadly, yeah. Yeah. Either way, though, Layla, you will be missed.
She probably picked this time because you have the new influx of the NXT diva wrestlers.
Yeah,
and she's like, I'm never gonna get a shot to get back in the ring. It's not gonna happen.
I wouldn't think of her thinking I'm never gonna get a shot. It's like, my time has passed.
My time has passed. It's time to hang up.
It's time to look towards the future and not look towards the past.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Bingo.
Good for you. Thank you for the memories.
And thank you for Lay Cool.
Yes. Lay Cool was awesome.
It was.
Yes, it was. Come back if the Undertaker ever has like Michelle McCool as a valet. You can Undertaker and Lay Cool. Bring it back.
Undead Lay Cool.
Undead Lay Cool.
That would be great. It's a work in progress.
Yeah. I can't really jump on that bandwagon.
Well, I mean, like, if you have a special time when it's like bringing back the old school divas to battle the new school, then you have Lay Cool versus, say, Charlotte.
That would be pretty good.
Or whatever. But that would be cool.
I would rather see Trish Stratus and Lita versus Charlotte and Sasha Banks.
Yeah, but
I think I made Jeff very happy with that statement.
I'll be in my bunk later.
Yes.
Anyway, moving on. As if that wasn't enough, apparently we had another injury, another severe injury, and I'm not just talking about domestic stuff. That is really near and dear to my heart, sadly. Quick, either of you, name my favorite non-American wrestler right now. Go.
Non-American?
Yes.
Oh, that Japanese guy. The dude who lost the Intercontinental title. What's his name?
I'm terrible with names.
You can't remember his name.
We know who he is.
We know who he is.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yes.
Damn it! I knew it.
Nakamura.
Damn, I knew it.
I knew you knew it.
I knew. Oh, it sucks. I'm terrible with names. It's
Well,
not,
yeah.
Even with American names, I'm terrible with names.
Forget someone whose language is not ours. Or
Nakamura.
Yes, Nakamura.
The dude in the music video.
Yeah. Yeah, guess what? He injured his elbow.
Of course he did.
What does that mean? Like he's out of the climax?
He's out of the climax? He climaxed too early?
Well, here's the thing. From what I read... Shut up, you.
There
we'll save that for when we talk about it.
Yes. Well, you already went off on it already. So...
He Brian climaxed too early right now.
Yeah. So you're already...
Well, then you shouldn't have brought it up before the...
Stop it.
Yeah, don't say it.
We'll wait. Okay, anyway.
From what I read, in the past, when someone was injured, they actually were just eliminated from the G1 Climax totally just as it was. Apparently, that's not what they did with Nakamura, which some people are saying that this was actually... Their original intention was to actually, have Nakamura win the thing.
We knew it.
Yeah.
So this is what they're doing right now is they're just basically sizing up his injury, seeing how severe it is, and they're just basically right now just buying time until they figure out what to do next.
And right now, just don't let him really do stuff. Let the other matches go in the tournament.
Oh, and what a tournament it's shaping up to be.
Are we segueing, or is that it? Is that it?
Segue,
Yeah.
segue.
This is a segue to my next segment.
Beautiful.
The New Japan G1 Climax report.
There we go.
Climax.
You were about to burst into song right there, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Brian was about to climax on the climax.
Climaxing hard on the G1 Climax.
Oh, I missed this.
Damn it, I hate you all.
I missed this.
Anyway.
Listeners, you knew it was coming. Indeed, it was coming.
I see what you did there.
I
climax.
wish you didn't.
Oh, but I did.
Anyway. Anyway, the results, or the current standings as of the 30th of July, as of right now of this recording, in A block, with 6 points each, we've got Tetsuya Naito, Shibata, and Bad Luck Fale, all with 6 points each.
Uh-huh.
With 4 points each, we've got Kota Ibushi, AJ Styles, Tanahashi, and Togi Makabe, all with 4 points. And for the rest of A block, we've got Doc Gallows, DVD Phil, and Hiroshi Tenzan, all with 2 points each.
DVD Phil has points.
Yeah, that's all it needs to be said. He has points.
Yes.
And you know those 3 people with 6 points are going to fall back.
Yeah, apparently DVD Phil not only beat Hiroshi Tenzan, the guy who actually once held the NWA title.
Nice.
Good for you, DVD Phil.
But apparently I have not seen the match yet. But apparently he had actually a really great match with AJ Styles.
There you
Just
go.
out of nowhere.
It's so funny. I remember you talking about this on last week's show when I listened in, and I'm just like, oh no, AJ Styles, it's going to be a squash match. No! But now you have brought hope in my heart that this match is actually really good.
Yeah, again, I haven't had a chance. Again, I really have not had a chance to see it yet, but hopefully someone will upload it somewhere, someone kind soul, and we'll be able to see DVD Phil versus the Phenomenal One, which should be phenomenal.
Oh, nice.
Puns!
Puns for the
not
win.
even a pun. It's more, I don't know.
It was
Anyway.
It's a pun.
It was a pun.
That was A block. B block. We only have 2 people here with 6 points each. Rainmaker Okada and Tomohiro Ishii. Fine by me. 4 points, we've got Machine Gun Carl Anderson and Hiroki Goto, the Intercontinental Champion. And then with 2 points, we've got Yuji Nagata, Nakamura, who is been out of action for a while.
Understandable.
Yeah. Satoshi Ko something. And Michael Elgin and Yujiro Takahashi, who apparently still has Mao by his side, which is a very nice thing.
Mao.
Yes. Mao indeed. And unfortunately, the only guy with 0 points, Mr. Kokeshi headbutt fall down guy, Tomoaki Hanma.
He's the jobber in the place, huh?
Yeah.
I was about to say, what did you expect when you have him be just the headbutt fall down guy?
Hey, someone had to do it, really. Especially with the way Okada and Ishii are tearing it up, and Nakamura is still out of the picture right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's it for right now. We still have until the middle of August, so who knows?
When's the next series?
There's a truck in front of us.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
When's the next series of matches?
I don't know. It seems to be like there's an event for one block or the other, at least like every 2 days or so.
Okay.
Like every other day or every 2 days.
Cool.
So this could very well change wildly by next week's show.
Which is probably why injuries happen.
Oh yeah.
Because they're wrestling so much.
And they need a break.
In a short period of time.
Oh yeah, so again,
and that's where the elbows get separated and the noses get broken.
Wrong promotion.
So we'll get.
Oh, like a nose isn't gonna get broken in the climax.
Nobody knows. Only if you're doing it right.
Oh,
because nobody knows what the nose knows.
Oh boy. Anyway, this is shaping up to be really fun. We'll see how it goes, and who knows? Nakamura-san, I hope you get better soon. Speaking of noses.
Segue again. Let's get into this week's episode of Monday Night Raw, which was actually really, really good. I wouldn't say really, really good. I would just take out one of those reallys. Just really good.
Okay, really good.
Which is a lot better than most of the Raws that we've had this entire freaking year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what do we get right out of the gate? We get a surprisingly decent Big Show match, him versus Dean Ambrose.
Decent.
Like, wait. You know what? Just go on with it. We'll add the opening segment to the show with the match itself. So
here's the deal. All right, they have no idea what they're doing with Dean Ambrose.
They know they got something.
But here he is losing to the Big Show.
But it was bad.
Does it make sense? It doesn't. Nobody Dean Ambrose's size is gonna beat Big Show clean. So as long as he doesn't get pinned, that's cool.
He wasn't pinned, and he kept coming back with every move Big Show threw at him.
Dean Ambrose was Dean Ambrose. Big Show was the Big Show. It worked. There you go.
And you know what? Sometimes on Raw, that's all you really need.
As long as they're on the show.
Yeah, it was.
I'm just surprised that there isn't really any referencing to the feud that he's involved in, but we'll get into that later.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Next up, we have the match that we just watched right before we started taping. Neville defeating Fandango, followed quickly by a really good promo by Stardust.
I liked it. I like the feud with Neville and Stardust. It's a nice low card feud that actually is interesting because they're actually giving them time to breathe.
And you know what's funny? Okay, Stardust is still Twitter warring with Arrow.
Hell, even in the promo, he said that he was talking about heroes, and he's even pointed as like the one hero with a green hood, and then he takes the Green Arrow comic book and rips it to pieces.
So you know what's gonna happen at SummerSlam? It's gonna be Neville versus Stardust with Stephen Amell, the Green Arrow, in Neville's corner.
Also,
that's what I'm calling.
I was kind of hoping for a tag team match, but whatever.
Actually, a tag team match could happen because from what I've been reading, The Miz has also been doing a little Twitter war.
Oh, there you go. I like it. I like it.
As
Stardust and The Miz versus the Red Arrow and the Green Arrow. Yeah, buddy.
Honestly,
as long as it gets Miz out of the Intercontinental title picture, I'm good.
Hey. You know what though? Big Show needs to be out of the Intercontinental title picture.
Hey,
agreed.
Not for nothing. If Jay Leno can pull it off back in the day, I'm sure Stephen Amell can pull off something cool.
Well, Well, shit.
Hell,
Because he's
Steve-
already trained for his TV show. I'm sure he'll
Bam,
be fine.
there you
in the
go.
ring.
I think it'll be perfectly fine. I actually want to see it as a tag team match.
Oh yeah. Hopefully that comes to pass. Hopefully that's not just a rumor. Hey, they seem to be on the right track. Who knows what form it'll take. All I know is in the meantime, next match made me a very happy scholar. Ask me why.
Because it was Paige
Because
versus
Sasha Banks.
Because
made
I got
Paige
the
tap
boss.
out.
Because it was a boss. It was a very boss.
bouse. It was a
Sasha
bouse match.
Banks made Paige tap.
In a match that lasted a good long time. It was competitive. It went through a commercial break. Oh man.
So the
I'm a
Divas
happy
division
boy.
just needed a minute. It needed a minute.
It needed a
and
bounce.
now we've got now we've got greatness in the offing.
I am happy. I am so happy.
Okay, I once again.
And I'm
bringing
even
back-
more happy. And I'm even more happy about what happened later on. But
Oh, I
we'll
bet
get to
you
that
are.
later.
Actually,
It was
no,
Becky
I'll
Lynch
say-
is my bro.
Let's go
I'll
into
say-
it right now.
Let's because it's the whole.
Let's talk divas.
Let's just
over
talk divas
Yeah.
as one big segment.
Yeah, after this, later on in the show, we got
He's
Charlotte
happy.
and
I'm
Beck-
happy.
We got Charlotte and Becky Lynch beating Nikki Bella and Alicia Fox, with your girl Becky Lynch making, what was it, Alicia Fox tapped out?
Yeah.
It was Alicia Fox.
Yeah.
To
And
that
another
armbar, baby.
In another great divas match, or another great women's wrestling match.
All you
Man.
needed were those three. You watched what they did in NXT. They can bring the. You saw it on Monday Night Raw. You saw it at the pay-per-view. Okay? They bring the other diva. They bring the WWE Divas division. Okay? Up a notch in ability. Okay? Brie Bella didn't screw up once at the pay-per-view. Okay? Nikki Bella didn't screw up once. The Raw afterwards. Alicia Fox didn't screw up at all in her tag team match.
Apparently, Alicia Fox actually got injured.
Yeah,
She's
but
actually.
it's
She
like,
just couldn't keep up.
but it's like these three coming up to the big leagues is exactly the kick in the ass the Divas division needed, and for the last 4 weeks, it's been great. I love it.
Oh, yeah, it's been so good. Like, shockingly good.
Okay.
Compared to what we had.
Oh,
this
hell
is
yeah.
Oh yeah, compared to what we
This
had,
is what
absolutely.
we've been waiting for.
This is what we've been waiting for when it comes to the Divas division, and me being the most vocal out of all three of us of my displeasure of the Divas division.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually like slowly rising hope only because of Sasha Banks, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch, and Paige, and Naomi, and Tamina. Screw the Bellas and Alicia Fox. I'm sorry. As much as they are really stepping up their game, it's only because it's only because of the NXT divas. If those three haven't been there, it still would have been garbage.
But you know what else I really like about this now? They brought back something along with it that I've actually always loved. Faction warfare. You got Team Bella going on, you got Team Bad, and then you got other ladies.
You got
I think
Team
they're like
Faces.
from what I've read, they're like something similar, a name similar to like the Powerpuff Girls or something. I'm actually not joking. This is like something.
Yeah, I know it's something. I
It's
just
something.
can't remember what
It's something
it is.
similar to that. Something girls. Something Puff Girls.
Well, you know what? It's all gravy. Because the Divas division is fucking awesome at this point in time.
That's really
So
all you
that's
have to
it.
say, really.
It's like, yes, I still do not like the Bellas and Alicia Fox. But if everybody,
okay, they're heels.
if everybody,
Not even the fact that they're heels is why I don't like them.
if
I know, but still.
if Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte can get great matches out of the Bellas and Alicia Fox, they can get great matches out of anybody. Okay, that's it.
Well, at this
It's
point,
a match out of me.
well, really, at this point, that is the Divas division. There really is no one else.
And you know what? At this point, that's fine with me.
Now I just want it to be want there to be some. I don't want to have a 3-team tag team match at SummerSlam. I actually want this to be some kind of like battle royal-esque for the Divas title.
That would be interesting.
I want one main reason I don't want Nikki Bella being champion anymore, because it's not because she deserves that title. It's because they want to get AJ Lee out of the longest reigning Divas champion list. That's it.
You know what I really want to see?
And she may have stepped her game, but the Bella Twins and Alicia Fox, I'm going to still say, they're poison.
You know what I really want to see? What they really ought to do now that they have all this injection of good female talent? Queen of the Ring. Queen of the Ring tournament. Whoever wins the Divas title. Kind of like what they did years ago for... whenever The Rock won his first title.
Well, I mean, they've only got 9. So how's that going to work?
What do you mean they've only got 9?
9 women.
They've only got 9 women.
You only need 8.
Okay, so what? You'd have the 8-person tournament.
What?
Then you'd have
the winner faces
Nikki Bella for the title.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Winner of the tournament wins a title shot. It's a number 1 contenders tournament.
There you go.
I'll go
with
that.
I could go with that.
And here's my fantasy booking. Actually, I kind of want to see, like, there's two alternatives. One being Sasha Banks winning it and being the first Divas champion and NXT women. Wait, she still has the belt, right? She's still
the champ.
She's still having to be the first
still
one to hold both.
It's either got to be Sasha Banks or Charlotte.
And
it has to be.
And I want it to be Charlotte, but the one similarity, I want them both. I want either of them to take the Divas title and drop it in the trash and bring back the women's championship.
Yeah.
Because it's not about being a diva; it's about being a woman wrestler.
And have Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch in the semifinals, and just let them go bulls out like they did on the NXT pay-per-view.
Oh man,
that was like NXT match of the year.
Oh, better yet, have the finals as part of a pay-per-view.
Yeah,
the Final Four be a pay-per-view.
Have the Final Four be on a pay-per-view, and then the winner of the match will go on to be in whatever the next show is.
Yeah, and you have the finals be Sasha Banks versus Charlotte.
Hell, if anything, have
they have that main event this show?
You're asking too much.
Now that's just,
you're asking too much.
That's crazy. Have the finals be on the pre-show.
This isn't NXT, okay?
But it could be.
No.
Stop
it.
Cool. Take that fantasy and put in the things that will never happen.
But
no.
Okay. Would it be okay if the finals were on the pre-show and the actual title match would be on the event? Would that actually be interesting and actually make the pre-show actually watchable?
I wouldn't say put it on the pre-show. Maybe like a semi-finals match. Maybe put one of those on the pre-show. But even then, that would be, given the kind of match quality that we've been getting, I'm hesitant to even give that a nod. It's
I'd put it on the. I'd put the finals on the pre-show because you need something.
You would need something to get people to watch the pre-show.
Okay, because King Barrett versus King What's Up just isn't cutting it anymore. Okay,
did it ever cut it?
No,
exactly.
I was like saying King What's Up.
So it's like
I will never.
So it's like put something that people will care about, and Sasha Banks versus Charlotte.
I'll just call him R-Truth, King of the Pigeons.
In the finals of a Queen of the Ring.
I'll go for that.
I'd be there. I would be there at 7:30 to watch that match. I don't give a crap about the pre-show normally. Okay,
that will give you a reason.
I'll show up at 8. I'll show up at 8, turn it on, whatever. For that match, I'll show up at 7:30.
I just can't imagine that the pre-show is that important. That would necessitate that.
But that would make it. That would make the pre-show important for WWE.
Well, yeah, but the question is, should it be that important?
I think so. I think it's worth. It should be worth it.
Still, it's also one of those things where, to me, the Divas division or the women's division, whatever you want to call it, the way it's shaping up, it's way too much of a draw. After you're putting on the pre-show, they're basically just giving it away for free. And I feel like that's...
It's on the network. It's not for free.
No, the pre-show is on YouTube.
No, it's not.
The pre-show's on the network.
The pre-show's on the network.
Well, then how is it...
YouTube, they stopped YouTube a long time ago.
Wow.
The pre-show is part of the network package now.
Yeah, well, even so...
well, you know, you
I'm
haven't
not totally sold yet.
You haven't had the network since the Rumble, so you forget.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
that's it.
Blaming it on that. Hey, if they keep going this way, I may have to pick it up again real soon.
All right.
Once my confidence gets an all-time high, now we'll talk WWE.
And here's something that could maybe not really bring up your confidence.
Rusev and Fish.
Rusev and Fish.
Rusev, Summer Rae, and a decapitated fish.
I don't know. I was entertained.
It was
I.
It was a fun segment. Even though
you saw my tweet, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
I didn't. What did you tweet?
I was highly entertained by this. Like,
yeah.
It's not supposed to be a comedy segment, but it turns into a comedy segment, and it's amazing.
Okay. First of all, did you see the segment?
Yeah, of course I did.
Okay. All I see is just like Rusev trying to serenade Summer Rae, who was looking absolutely dynamite that night.
Oh, yes.
I was like,
that dress.
So good.
So good.
Like, wow. Hi, Summer. No wonder I always love
Summer Rae. That's all I got to say.
Yes.
Summer Rae.
Yeah, and so all of a sudden he just starts lavishing her with a gift. He gives her like a puppy, and then all of a sudden he produces, yes, I love you. Here, have fish. Like,
Did you notice that the dog looked absolutely terrified?
Yeah, it was like the whole time I was watching, it was like, okay,
that dog did not want to be there.
Please don't hurt the dog. Just okay, cute dog. Okay, put it
Keep
away.
your
Keep
feet
it safe, please.
Keep your feet away from the dog, Rusev. Keep them away. We don't need a Snitsky situation here.
He wears shoes now.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that. I noticed that.
Foot in a shoe. Okay, keep your foot away from the dog.
Oh, yeah, okay. But still, then he breaks out the fish, and
then he breaks out the fish, and I'm like,
Rusev love woman, Rusev give fish.
And that my immediate response, my immediate response to that was, you came out in a tank at WrestleMania. Now you're giving Summer Rae a fish.
I'm like,
oh, what did John Cena do to you?
This is so stupid that it's amazing.
But then Lana came out. Now I'm basically looking at Lana and Summer Rae, and I'm a happy boy.
And I think everybody's a happy boy.
And
just by looking at legs.
And she knows how to use them. Okay. And
I don't
Lana,
care what anyone says. I don't know. I might be outvoted here, but I think Summer Rae was wearing it way better.
Yeah, I think you were by yourself on that one.
Yeah, just because she's looks good.
I don't care. I saw legs. They were both great.
And then you saw Summer Rae French kissing a dead fish, as I want to put it,
and totally overselling the entire thing.
And then Rusev gets a slap in the face. And then Rusev was like, you know what? Take the fish, and I'll chuck it across the ramp at you, Lana. And Lana doesn't even acknowledge it because it barely missed. It barely got to her. She didn't even notice it. She was just like, "Hi, I'm Lana. Hi, fish.
Hi, I'm Lana, fish." Anyway, it was just
like
so
I
weird
said,
and bizarre.
And it's like I said,
it was so weird, bizarre, and stupid that it was amazing.
Rusev came out in a tank against John Cena at WrestleMania. Now he's giving Summer Rae a fish.
Hey, some of us in life should only be so lucky to do any of that.
But really, think about you were like on the road to pretty much being one of the biggest heels of your company. Now you're just kind of in a jokey feud.
Well, come on, it's only been 3 months. Okay, there's still time.
Well, let's look at the positives here.
They should have kept him off TV.
You're still booked really, really solid. Only a small handful of guys can even claim a legit victory against you.
Because, I mean, he basically killed Dolph Ziggler. Killed him. Took him out.
Right, yeah, still booked like a badass.
He took Dolph Ziggler to a movie set. That's what he did.
Yeah, he did. Hey, it counts.
It counts for something.
It does count for something. And to my eyes, it still counts for a lot. And I'm still very much amused by Rusev. Especially when he plays Street Fighter 4 and beats everyone but Xavier Woods.
Yes, because Xavier Woods is that damn good.
Seriously, the more I hear about Rusev, the more I love the guy.
Oh yeah,
The more I
love him
hear
too.
about
actually
Rusev,
knows
the
how to
actual dude, not the wrestler, the more I hear about him, I'm like, yes.
Yeah, that's actually very much the point. We love the non-character Rusev, and the character Rusev is just becoming silly.
Oh, yeah. But again, we'll see where this goes. In the meantime, speaking of may or may not becoming silly, the Wyatt family's back.
With the
In
Luke,
segment 4.
with the Luke Harper, what is it? Like, what was the term they used?
I'm not quite
Like
sure.
a ceremony, like the reintroduction into the family.
Yeah, something like that.
Did you see Adam Rose on his Twitter posting up pictures of Leo Kruger and
Yes.
then being like, new member?
You know what?
The Wyatt
If he
family?
actually switches over,
It was like, if
to
he
Leo
actually
Kruger,
did that, I've seen Leo Kruger stuff. I'm like, that would work.
it actually
it
would.
would work.
I never even thought of that until you just brought it up just now.
It was like that would
I would love to see.
that would work.
I really would.
Yeah, and it would get him out of this
Adam Rose
garbage.
Yeah.
and it would get him back in the public eye as what he was in NXT, which was greatness. Okay.
Oh man, that idea just sort of like gave this whole angle new life, really.
Yeah,
Well,
and then you could have the match that they were talking about, because they were talking about before Eric Rowan got hurt that they were going to have the Wyatt family versus Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and Sting at SummerSlam.
Interesting.
It is interesting, but I've made it clear in the past, and I'm both happy and a little upset about this, because they're kind of distancing themselves from what the feud originally was in the first place with Wyatt and Roman Reigns, to a point where they really kind of abandoned the whole like anyone but you. Now it's just, I want to fight you. It's not. It's like lost. It's more just fighting. It's like, oh, now the personal stuff is kind of gone. Okay, now it's just Harper joining Wyatt and Ambrose, bringing him back from before, being behind Roman Reigns, which is understandable. Which now going to what I said before, I'm surprised there wasn't any real Wyatt involvement going on when he had his match with Big Show. Continuing the storyline that's going on with them. They didn't even, like, it's understandable with Big Show because, Ryback had the staph infection and he was out off TV, but with Dean Ambrose, you think, I'm surprised the Wyatt family just doesn't come out and just take him out or something.
Well, because I'm sure that they thought in their heads, it's the Big Show. We're all right.
Pretty much.
That's it.
Even
They gotta be
if it
lazy
is,
at some point.
even if it is just the Big Show. Hell, Roman Reigns wasn't even on the show.
Yeah, that's true.
It was just, the whole focus was just having Luke Harper rejoin the Wyatt family. And there wasn't even a ceremony thing. They just talked. Granted, Bray Wyatt did another fantastic promo about Luke Harper and setting him free, and now he's bringing him back in.
We should stop grading Bray Wyatt's promos because they're always got to be fantastic.
Have we actually graded Bray
Well,
Wyatt's
I mean,
promos?
like, instead of just saying fantastic, it's just like, Bray Wyatt cut a promo.
Unless something's really off par, then
It just seems that my biggest complaint is it just didn't. Hopefully there was just this week that the feud between originally Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns is kind of gone. Now it's just Wyatt's versus.
my gut
The
reaction
way I
is
see
this is
it
just a 1 week.
was that they just needed to reintroduce Luke Harper, and it will go back, and it will go back to, instead of just anyone but you, to Roman Reigns. Add that on to Dean Ambrose now as well.
I hope so. I hope it goes.
Anyone but yous.
It just didn't. It just kind of lost that ever since Battleground last week.
Because we all know how this is going to end at SummerSlam. But I'm just happy that Bray Wyatt got the opening salvo and actually got the win at the pay-per-view. So it's like, okay, continue on. Now Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper are in Roman Reigns' head, and here comes his buddy, the crazy one, to offset all of that, and we've got ourselves a tag team match.
Whammo.
I hope so. I hope so. I hope it actually just pretty much goes on unpause. We have teams unpause back to actually the storyline of the feud and not just the feud itself.
I've got to believe it's just a temporary interlude.
I hope so. I hope you guys are right.
Oh yeah. In the meantime, out of nowhere, speaking of out of nowhere, we got Randy Orton and Kevin Owens.
Well, didn't you hear at the opening segment? This is a night of firsts, and it's the first time ever Kevin Owens. Wait. RKO versus KO.
And you knew for a fact going in that this match wasn't going to end clean.
No, yeah.
You can't. No way.
Not even just, from the second you saw Sheamus on commentary, you knew this match was not going to end clean.
I knew from the second they announced it at the beginning of the show that it wasn't going to end clean. Because they're not going to have Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens for the first time with a clean finish on a random Monday Night Raw.
No way.
Okay, but I was like, okay, Kevin Owens is going into a feud with Cesaro. You gotta love that one. And
I do. I really do.
And Sheamus has to continue the feud with Randy Orton for SummerSlam. Okay, so you knew that something was gonna happen for this match to end. And great match, because it's Orton and Owens, can't go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and great match. And as soon as Sheamus sat down at the commentary table, you knew he was gonna attack Orton. So as soon as Orton and Owens were on the outside, and the camera kind of turned so that you couldn't see where the commentary table, I knew.
And then the second you heard,
yeah, here comes the bro kick, and there it goes. And then you knew.
I'm sorry, what did we hear?
And then
nice.
Yeah, and then you get. They're gonna start doing that pop-up powerbomb out of nowhere.
Oh,
no, they're gonna do that.
They better. I hope they do.
They're gonna start doing that, and then you can have maybe WrestleMania next year, Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. Pop-up powerbomb out of nowhere versus the RKO out of nowhere.
Oh man, that'd be beautiful.
Here's a question I was thinking. I wanted to ask you guys. What do you think they're gonna do at SummerSlam? Do you think they're gonna do 2 single matches, or do you think they're just gonna throw these 4 guys together and make it a tag team?
That'll be interesting. I don't really know right now.
Or add another addition, have it be a fatal 4-way for the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Now, if we were the writers, that would work. But what is gonna happen?
Because you saw Kevin Owens actually eye the Money in the Bank briefcase at one point.
Well, it's also
it wasn't blatantly obvious. It was a very subtle.
Well, also remember last week when Sheamus attacked Kevin Owens.
Yeah,
it's
possible.
Tag team match. It's possible, but this is the writing team that we have to deal with.
Hey, you know what? If they're in the middle of doing something, or if this is leading somewhere, you know what? Now you got me thinking. It might actually be possible.
You've got us intrigued.
Yeah, you're getting my hopes up.
Which means not a chance in hell.
Scholars do what scholars does.
A scholar do what scholar does.
The dude abides.
But yes, great match.
It was a very good match. Too bad it was predictable.
Yeah. Great match, good aftermath, predictable finish.
If we want a match without a predictable finish, well, at least in part way, let's look at our main event where we got Cena versus going over Seth Rollins for the U.S. title.
Wait. You didn't predict this? This wasn't predictable for you?
You did.
Not the broken nose.
Well, I'll give you that. Not the broken.
No, that's
I'm talking about the result.
They're really, They're
I was talking about the broken nose.
They're really trying to get this submission finisher over again. They're really trying really hard to do that.
Okay. I'm now going back to the beginning of Raw that opened the show with Triple H and Stephanie, of course, and Seth Rollins talking about how awesome Seth Rollins is. Seth Rollins putting his nose up high about being the champion, and John Cena comes out and saying he wants the championship. We're like, okay, I can tell from last week where they're going with this. Yippee, another John Cena title match, yay. For SummerSlam, yay. And of course Stephanie was going, says, you want to see it happen? Yes. Well, no, I'm going to do no, because you have to earn it. And then
good.
And then the second Triple H says, hey, how about a better idea? You want to fight Seth Rollins? Have it be for your title. The second they said that, I knew exactly how that main event was going to end.
With a broken nose?
No, with the result of it.
I know, I'm kidding.
You and your broken nose.
Well,
they're not. Seth Rollins is not winning the United States title and having 2 titles going into SummerSlam. It's not happening.
Yeah,
it wasn't going to be there wasn't going to be any dirty moves. I knew it was going to be clean. I didn't expect it to be a submission, but I knew it was going to be clean.
It's like you knew that it was going to be a clean finish, and they're really trying to get that submission finisher over again. They're trying to make it work because, as I said last week's show, okay, the best way for that to go down, if you want the submission finisher to get over again, is if Kevin Owens is trapped in it for so long, and you can see him thinking, and he allows the finisher to make him pass out. And then you can continue that storyline, the Kevin Owens storyline, because he brought up his kids, right? So he talks to his kids and is like, "Is that the man you want to be your role model? He almost killed your dad. He almost killed your dad. You're gonna cheer for him? Boom! That's how that storyline continues, and that's how you get that finisher over again. Well, okay, and instead, you had him kind of get the whiny cry face and tap out, and now you've got the champion tapping out to a champion on a dude who he's busted open bloody. His nose is in 3 different directions, okay, and he's tapping out to that. Okay, it doesn't work. It doesn't work in that situation, and that's why I don't like the finish to this match. The finish to the actual match works, okay, but with the broken nose, change it up, buddy. Change it up.
I would love to have seen that work if they didn't want to have John Cena be in the title match at SummerSlam. I could see them actually doing that and having it be putting their feud on pause, and have Cesaro come out and says that you keep making excuses, and then going on with that. Like with Cesaro's like, I lived up to my loss against Cena, and you should do the same, and that leads to their feud that will be filling Kevin Owens' time when Cena's going for the title.
Well, supposedly, again, when I was compiling notes for Backstage News earlier in the show, apparently Cena is going to be out for a little while with taking care of his nasal fraction. Could be out quite a bit.
The only thing that's confirmed is that they took him off for Raw for next week. Obviously, because I'm pretty sure his nose is still.
Well, yeah. Did you see his nose? His nose is so messed up.
I've seen the pictures.
His nose is so messed up it makes Wade Barrett's nose look straight.
There it is.
Ouch. You think you like your nose? Well, I'm afraid I got some bad news.
I got some bad news. Your nose looks worse than mine.
Oh, brother.
But I gotta give the guy some props. That was a good 5-10 minutes after the fracture,
and after the good minute of the doctor cleaning it up and stopping the bleeding.
It's still 5 to 10 minutes of the dude still going on. His nose is in 3 different places, and he's still. And that is the moment where I realize why John Cena has the spot that he does.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't think anyone's doubting it at this point.
It's like, do we like it? Most of the time, no. Okay, but in that moment, you realize, you're like, okay.
As much as
Gotta give you credit.
as much as like I really don't want to see John Cena in another world title feud, like what he actually is saying is makes more sense for the feud, saying that John Cena brought back the prestige of the United States title, while Seth Rollins is now hurting it with his, I'm even going to say, his terrible title run. I'm not a fan of Seth Rollins as the champion.
Good. It's not good.
Could
have been so much better.
I actually haven't. This actually is like down.
This isn't quite CM Punk first reign bad, but it's,
but again, I like
it's
with
down
that very
there.
example,
It's
especially
down
with
there.
all the
world
stuff
title
we've
or
either.
yeah, this
Doesn't
is not
matter.
this is by far not the worst world title run I've ever seen.
I still say that the first CM Punk one is, but this one is more disappointing. It's not bad per se. It's pretty bad.
it's badly booked.
It's badly booked,
Yeah.
and the matches have been good.
Is it-
Okay, but the actual booking of the endings and the booking of him as champion, it's disappointing to say the least. That's the word for it. I'm not going to say that it's the worst, but
Okay, I'll accept that.
it's quite possibly the most disappointing. Especially with the way that they had him win it by cashing in during the main event of WrestleMania. You think they would go a little bit
farther with it, yeah. But really, they kind of taken a step backwards. Because even when he was Money in the Bank, he was still kind of like how he is now as champion. But like he actually was really being a fighter, and J&J Security weren't as involved as much. It's when he became champion, it's like it started to become one step further of J&J Security, Kane, and all that load of BS.
His best feud while he's been champion was the Dean Ambrose ladder match feud because he won that clean.
That's the only match he's won clean.
Legitimately won clean. Beat the crap out of Dean Ambrose, and I'm like, where has this Seth Rollins been?
Yeah, exactly. Where has this Seth Rollins been this entire title feud?
Outside of the writing staff's poor booking. That's the only thing I got to say.
It's just, and I really hope that Seth Rollins retains, whether it's by cheating or whatever, because if John Cena wins at SummerSlam, I'm not gonna say it's the worst, but it's gonna be the most disappointed I've been in a very long time.
Me too. I'm actually going to second that. I'm going to be very disappointed because really, instead of WWE taking this opportunity to build new, younger faces, or not like as the good guy, bad guy face, but just
I know what you mean.
Faces of the company, they just be like, screw the future. We still have John Cena, and it's like, really, you're just gonna say screw you to the future?
No, they can't say
that's
that
how
for
I
too
took
long.
Which I agree. I hope Cena doesn't win
Because Cena's been more willing
to pass the torch
to take a loss, as seen by the Kevin Owens, as seen by whether it was clean or not, as seen by the Rusev at Extreme Rules. Okay, he's been more willing to take a loss recently, and the whole Kevin Owens debacle isn't on him. It's on Kevin Dunn.
Oh boy,
I hate Kevin Dunn.
Yeah, so it's
I think they banned him from discussion from the show for a while.
no. You banned the other one.
Okay,
You banned Mr. VR.
We'll just
him.
We'll just call him the VR.
But it's
the VR trooper.
I was trying to avoid that.
When John,
you had to do it.
Seriously, when was the last time anyone ever talked about VR troopers?
Now,
when John Cena put you over backstage the way he did with Kevin Owens, Kevin Dunn can suck a dick.
and with Cesaro, with the endorsement after their
exactly. Match. It's like those two, in Triple H's eyes, and Vince McMahon's, I would say, are made men. Because John Cena put them over backstage. Okay? Kevin Dunn's opinions on those two no longer matter. Okay? And now you put them together in a feud, that match is going to steal the show.
Which one?
Kevin Owens Cesaro.
Oh, of course
it's going to steal the show. Give him 15 to 20 minutes, and
if it's
that's
a
going to be
one-on-one, yeah.
and that's going to be my jam at the pay-per-view. But with the
hell, that will actually rival.
So whether it's clean or not, okay, it's SummerSlam, so I would prefer it to be clean. But if Seth Rollins goes over, like SummerSlam's. The summer is the time where John Cena puts people over. Okay, CM Punk, 2011. Mm-hmm. Okay, that doesn't get off the ground unless Cena goes, yeah, I'll do it. And so CM Punk is killed in that moment if John Cena's like, no, I'm not losing. But he puts CM Punk over and makes CM Punk a made man.
And then Alberto Del Rio cashes in.
Of course.
And ruins that moment.
Because that's Kevin Nash.
God damn it.
So it's like,
You mean Kevin
Daniel
Dunn?
Bryan. Daniel Bryan, 2013. Before the whole shenanigans happened. Daniel Bryan beat John Cena clean. Mm-hmm. So the summer is the time where John Cena puts people over. And I'm hoping he'll do it again for Seth Rollins.
Speaking of CM Punk, I'm just going to quickly point out, I'm actually going to post a video on our Facebook page a little later of how one guy would actually book the Summer of Punk differently. And after I listened to it, I actually liked it. And I wanted to post it on the video to see what you guys would react and how our listeners would react to it.
Who was doing the booking?
Sadly, the name escapes me. It's actually...
Anyone known, or
it's not too well known, but known enough. Like this guy's he's booked the NWO 2002 run, the Nexus run, and the NWO one got a little crazy for my taste. The Nexus one I actually kind of liked because it was actually he kind of mixed it with he kind of mixed the CM Punk Nexus with the Wade Barrett Nexus.
Okay.
He actually mixed it together, and I actually kind of liked it. But what he did with the Punk storyline, I actually really liked, and I'm going to post it on the Facebook page later.
Okay, it'll probably be up definitely before this ends up going up in its fully completed state.
And I'll say this, and it might be an unpopular opinion, since we're talking about CM Punk at this point in time.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay. If John Cena doesn't go through with that particular Money in the Bank match storyline, okay, if John Cena wins that match, nobody's talking about CM Punk the way they are today.
Wait, what? Wait, say that again?
They're talking about it.
If that Money in the Bank match where CM Punk ripped the CM Punk pipe bomb, going into that, if CM Punk doesn't win the WWE title from John Cena at that point in time and leaves, that whole thing doesn't happen, we don't talk about CM Punk the way that we do today.
Well, yeah, of course. That was a make it or break it moment, and thankfully WWE didn't drop the ball
at that point in time. They waited a month.
Yeah, naturally.
Well,
hey.
Well, like I said in the video, they actually booked it a little different to a point that CM Punk John Cena match never happened.
Wait, you know what?
To a point where when CM Punk left, he actually legit. I'm going to let you listen. I'm going to let you
because
it's going to be on the
whole
Facebook
thing for
page
me
now anyway.
The whole thing for me, it doesn't matter because if that whole thing doesn't go down, that match in particular made CM Punk. Okay, I don't see how it works.
I'll show you. I'll show you the video. Actually, I'll let you guys watch it after the recording.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, just so see what you guys think. All right, I guess that's it for Raw.
Yeah, really.
I think that's been it for Raw, really.
Yeah, again,
it turned into a John Cena putting people over discussion. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, those people are made men.
When it does, you prefer Dos Equis.
It's like I was thinking the
There
exact
you
same
go.
thing. There
But
you
you know
go.
what? Outside of that, we also want to know what the other scholars of wrestling think, aka you guys. So as always, get in touch with us throughout all the usual methods. Comment on this video. Like if you like what you hear. Subscribe if you want to hear more. You can also follow us all on Twitter, all of our at ScholarsOW, along with our usual personal Twitter accounts. Also, like us on Facebook at the Scholars of Wrestling Show. Look us up. And, yeah, Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, and nothing else more to say. It's great that we're all back together. This has definitely been a great. This was a great
Back to
show.
form.
Back to full form.
Feeling good.
We all had our time off and kind of took
Recharged the
recharged
batteries.
our batteries
I am
exactly.
no longer dying.
And we are
The Scholars of Wrestling, and you have just been schooled.
You're welcome.
The road to SummerSlam continues.
Going to be a very good, interesting SummerSlam. Stop your life.